Experts are calling for greater recognition of dry forests amid the dire state of food security in Africa.
Is this the future of Africa's villages? About half of Liberia's landmass is now controlled by private investors. They're gaining huge concessions and using them for timber, mining, or plantations. This concession of 220,000 hectares in northwestern Liberia is now controlled by a Malaysian company, Sime Darby. It's planting millions of palm trees to produce palm oil, a highly profitable crop with a fast-rising price. It's a huge project with an investment of more than $3 billion.
So a lot of NGOs talk about foreign investment, as we heard before, as land grabs. And I think that there's definitely concerns over big foreign companies coming to poor countries, food insecure countries, growing food there, and then taking that back to their own rich countries. But there's also a lot of concerns about what happens to the smallholders when deals are done between governments and investors. As I discovered, this is a very sensitive topic. The Ethiopian government were very happy for us to come to their country to talk about commercial farming, but got extremely upset when we wanted to find out what the impacts were on local people. Another challenge doing this story was that the information that we were getting from NGOs and the media and governments and companies involved in this issue often didn't match what we were seeing on the ground.
To many aid organisations, the people in this room are thieves, and they're stealing Africa on behalf of Western investors and pension funds. Behind these doors, the discussion is about land as a commodity, yet the argument is that without them, Africa would never grow and would never be able to grow enough food to feed its own people.
So what we consider is that certainly there are risks, and governments and also international organizations must invest a lot of efforts to mitigate these risks. But at the same time, that shouldn't lead to throw the baby with the bathwater and to think that international investment is not key to developing the agricultural sector of some developing countries.
We targeted to create employment over 20 years, I think over 35,000 jobs. We like to be seen as a partner in progress.
The company is promising to build dozens of new villages, schools, and clinics for the people on its concession. But the villagers are unhappy. Most of their traditional farmland is gone. Their way of life has been changed forever, and there aren't enough jobs to replace their lost income.
Now, since we enter, we're expecting plenty things to happen. And now we are lack of food. No food and no hospital, no school. We're not working. And we have to pay the teacher then, but no money. Teacher will not stay down here without money. So they go away.
The Malaysian company is admitting that it made mistakes. When it cleared the land, it didn't leave enough farmland for the villagers.
Yes, I agree there's something not up to the mark, but we are doing something. We are doing, and then we are working together with the communities leaders to resolve this. Not to say that we just, say we are not doing anything, we just don't care. No, we are a very responsible company. We don't come here just to, to develop and then ignore the people surrounding. Ideally, this is the message. We want the people surrounding to benefit. At the same time, we want to make business here.
The real problem with the buy-up of Africa is that there's little oversight except from local governments and the investment funds themselves. They say the bad days of the land grab are receding and better practices are taking over. Perhaps the best judges of that assessment will be Africans.